You're not going to hurt my feelings or make me happy by saying good things or bad things.
Okay.
The important thing is honest opinion, feedback. Try to be as descriptive as possible.
Okay.
So rather than saying confusing,
Right.
you'd say
Why is it confusing?
exactly, correct. So that way we can point to specific things.
Okay.
What we are going to do is going to take about an hour. It's going to be broken up into several different tasks or phases. So initially you'll start with just some questions that I have. Then I will give you a specific task to do on the computer.
Okay.
Then I will come back in once you're done, ask some more questions, and then I'm going to ask your feedback on a couple of different things.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So the first part of this, questions, who is your current cell phone service provider?
Sprint.
Sprint, okay. And how long have you been with Sprint?
A long time. Definitely over 3 years. Probably close to 10, if not more than 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Sprint, the types of communications that they send you, what do they send you?
Well, different things. Generally text messages, especially recently with the new iPhone coming out, they've sent me a few different things about, hey, you can upgrade or we have this offer or that offer. So,
right. Okay.
Yeah.
And do you usually open and read all the communications sent?
I do, yeah.
Okay. Do you know if your service plan offers international calling?
It does.
It does. Okay.
Yeah, as far as the basic unlimited, yeah.
Okay. And have you placed any international calls?
I haven't. Well, not recently. I did when I was in China, which was 2006. I had called back.
Okay.
And then returning to the States, I called China using a prepaid card.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, so when you were in China, you used your phone to call back here.
Right.
But then when you were here,
Yeah.
you used a card that you bought somewhere to place a call to China.
Right, exactly, yeah.
Okay. So what we are going to do is I have a service plan.
Yeah.
And a phone. So Net10 Wireless is prepaid service. You essentially pay for the service that you're going to use. Unlike postpaid, you pay for it, after you get a bill.
Right.
You're going to activate Net10 service.
Okay.
You're not going to use any of your own personal information. You'll make everything up.
Okay.
The only information that you will not make up is the email and password.
Okay.
So even though I gave you an email and password, you still don't have an account. You're a brand new customer. You don't have an account. You've never done business with Net10.
Right.
You want a brand new phone number. If you're prompted for anything, make it up, except for the email and password.
And the password.
Okay?
Yeah.
So you have to treat the phone as your own. You have to open it up. You're going to use the computer that's in front of you in order to complete the activation.
Okay.
Once the activation is done, I'll come back in and I'll ask some questions.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
So yes, you have to open the box. Yes, you may have to tear some stuff up. That's completely fine.
Okay.
Whatever you would normally do, that's essentially what you're going to do.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah.
So you'll use the computer and the website is up in front of you. Once you're done, or if you get stuck,
right.
raise your hand and I'll come back in.
Okay. That sounds good. Yeah. So, okay. I'm assuming this time starts now?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
And there's a penny there because you'll need that to scratch off the back.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Thanks.
right, so you got through the activation.
Well, not quite.
Okay.
Because it's asking me, oh, you know what? It is. I'm sorry. I kind of already went down to turning the phone on. So.
Oh, no, you're fine. So what I'd like for you to do is to read this communication, and based on the communication that you're reading, tell me what the main takeaway is for you. It's the one that's right there in front of you.
Do you want me to kind of just give dialogue as I'm going, or read the whole thing and then?
However you digest information. If you typically take it apart piece by piece, great. If you read it all at once and then you want to kind of tell me after the fact, that's fine too.
I'll just kind of tell you as I go then. The first thing I noticed is that I received a free credit, which is really nice.
Mm-hmm. A credit for what?
For international long distance calling, which I wasn't expecting when I had started that, so that's cool.
Uh-huh.
That way I can, as it says, stay in touch with the world. So that's good.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay, so I'll have to download an app. Looks like to get that. Okay. Oh, okay. I can download the app, or I can start calling by entering that number. So that's good. It gives me the option of doing either or. So compatibility with the international global cards. Okay. Although again, it does say, as I scroll down, download your app to enjoy the free credit, and it doesn't say anything about the option to call. So it makes me wonder if, I don't know, if maybe they prefer me to download the app rather than call, or actually when I get to that part, it's a little confusing because now I'm wondering, do I have to download the app? Can I actually call? Just start calling abroad by calling that 404 number that they listed. Is that actually an option, or are they just trying to, or is it not? Do I have to actually download the app? So that's a little confusing.
Okay, so I want to expand on that a little bit. So you said initially, you said it was nice that there were two different options.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
But then as you started scrolling down, there were some questions. So can you talk a little bit more about that?
Yeah, because as I scrolled down, and again it said download our free app to enjoy your free credit. That part was there, so that was the first part of the option. But that or option where it says or call this number wasn't there, and that's what leads to the confusion for me, because it makes me wonder, is that actually an option, or is it maybe an option but they're just really pushing me to download the app? They would rather me do that than call. I don't know. Mm-hmm. It's just odd that it's not there again, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. So you personally, let's say that this was something that you're interested in.
Yeah.
You read it, you still have some questions. Is it something that you would ignore or try to find out some more information about?
I would probably follow up on it, yeah, because I would want to know how I can get the free credit, because that's pretty cool that they do offer that. But I would want to know for sure the ways that I can do it, because, yes, the app would probably be easy and convenient, but I don't know. I might not want to download it because, I don't know, the storage on my phone or whatever. There could be a couple of things that I would rather just call a phone number, and not seeing that option makes me wonder if that is actually an option. It's laid out odd.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to give you a different phone.
Okay.
And I am going to ask you to read another message.
Okay.
You'll see a little orange icon, just ignore it.
I see it on the screen, right?
Yeah. Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, okay. Yeah. So this definitely, this message is a little clearer because I don't see that other phone number there, and it came through as text. So if I had just gotten this text, yeah, I would just download the app because to me, it seems like, that's the only way that I'm going to get that $10 credit. And of course I would take that because, it's a free $10 credit. So,
Right.
yeah.
Okay. So there's a link there.
Uh-huh.
What would you expect to happen when you click on the link?
Yeah, so what I would expect to happen when I click on that link is probably an option to download the app. It might take me to the either the App Store, but probably my guess is that it would take me to their website, which would then link me to the App Store with like an icon saying, hey, click on this to download the app here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and click on the link.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, it doesn't look like it redirects me to anything. It just says, click on this to install. So it's straight from the site.
Okay. So what I'd like for you to do, and this is the second task, you're going to go ahead and install and set up the application. And once you're done, you're going to place a call to your long lost friend in Guatemala.
Cool. Okay.
Okay. So download the app.
Right.
And then by the time you're ready to place the call, I'll come back in.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah.
All right, so how'd it go?
Good. Good. Yeah, I'm set up.
Okay. So, were you able to place the call?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I thought you said you were going to come back.
Oh, yeah, no,
Sounds
sorry.
ready.
Nope, you're fine. Go ahead. Now let's try to place the call.
Okay. All right. So, calling Guatemala.
Is it dialing or?
Yes. Yeah, it's definitely ringing.
Okay. And did you use the application in order to do that?
Yes, I did. I did put the international, because I saw there, yeah, I put the 011 in front.
Okay.
Is that right?
I guess we'll find out.
Okay. So it's just ringing right now.
Okay, and that's fine. We can go ahead and hang up.
So I'm getting a message in Spanish.
Okay. All right, so what did you think about what happened?
Well, I mean, I'm not sure if that was the way it was supposed to do because nobody answered, but it did say that it was calling Guatemala, and I did get a message in Spanish, which makes me think that, I did dial correctly.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm not sure, like I said, I'm not sure if that's what was supposed to happen, but it seemed like it was definitely possible given, yeah.
Okay, and if you wanted additional information about where you could call or rates,
Right.
I'd like you to spend some time, and we'll do it on the computer. But I'd like you to spend some time on the Net10 website,
Okay.
just seeing what additional information you can find about international long distance.
Okay.
Okay? And I'll come back in once, well, I'll probably give you like 4 or 5 minutes to do that.
Okay, sounds good.
So sorry, I forgot to share your screen.
Oh, okay.
All right, all yours.
Thanks, okay.
right, so what did you find out?
Excuse me. I feel like I found out a fair amount regarding the international long distance. I was able to pull up the international rates by country, which I feel like is a pretty good list because it allows you to sort not only by all, but also alphabetically. So, I can pull up a country that starts with C or D or whatever, and it shows me right there the rate. Per minute that it would cost to call that particular country. Also, I found frequently asked questions for international long distance, which I like because they kind of broke it down, looks like, to the 3 different plans: the $10 global, pay-as-you-go international, and unlimited international, and then had different questions that I might have about that specific plan. Also, I like that it for example, with the pay-as-you-go international, under that one, it had the question and answer for how do I make an international call, which is good.
Okay. So, and then under that question, because I know before when you were reading the communication, there were the 2 options. Did it address that issue or that concern that you had before?
The issue for the how to activate the $10.
Oh, correct. Well, so when we were looking at the communication,
Right.
one of the things that you
Was
pointed
the app
out.
or the phone number?
Exactly. Right.
Yeah. Not really. It doesn't really address that as far as what I can see.
And the question was, or what we were trying to figure out, is whether or not the $10 credit applied for both of those options, because you said that initially it told you you can use the app or dial this number, but then when it talked about the credit, it only mentioned the app.
Yeah. Let's see. It doesn't really look like there's too much on that. I'm looking in the frequently asked questions because that would be my guess as to where it would be.
So if anything, you just wanted additional clarification on how to take advantage of the $10 credit.
Yeah, and that doesn't seem to be under the frequently asked questions.
Okay. Are you usually a person to try to read the fine print when it comes to stuff like this?
I would usually go, my first stop would generally be the frequently asked questions because generally, I can find the answer there. But, if I'm not able to, which honestly it doesn't look like I am, the next step would be to call customer service and see if I can talk to someone to figure out, what my options would be.
Okay. I am going to show you another communication.
Okay.
Let me make sure that's the right one. Yes, it is.
Okay.
So again, what are the main ideas that are being conveyed to you based on what you are reading?
Yeah, so the main thing that I'm taking away is that my balance is getting a little low. So I only have $1.99 left.
$1.99 of what exactly?
Of the free credit.
Okay.
Yeah, of the free credit. And so if I want to continue, to call internationally with the calling card, I would need to go to the website. My guess is to add funds.
Okay. So there's a link there. Before we click on the link, what would you expect to happen?
My guess is pulling up the link that it would take me directly to a place where I could pay. I could put in credit card information, the amount that I want to add on, that kind of thing, and then it would just be added to the card.
Okay, so let's go ahead and click on that link. And if you can walk me through what you're doing, what you see.
Okay. It's still loading right now.
Okay. Is it still?
It's still loading, yeah.
Okay.
Nothing's pulling up.
Can you try to refresh it and let's see if that helps?
Sure. It's stopping.
Still not,
No, it pulled up now.
okay.
Although I don't know.
So it pulled up, what, you said you don't know what exactly?
I don't know if it just refreshed to like Net10's main page because it brought me to service plans. It didn't bring to a specific page where I could add funds. I mean, it says buy a plan, but I would have thought going from that link, it would have said, hey, you know, refill or, you know, add funds rather than buy a plan because it just brings me to different monthly plans. It's just not what I was expecting to pull up. I don't know if maybe something happened with the refresh or something, but yeah, I wasn't expecting to go here.
Okay.
I mean, I know that like it gives you the option of like, it just gives me general information like auto refill, add-on plans, that kind of thing, but not what I was expecting as far as, like I said, that page where I could just input my credit card information, add the funds, and then I can continue.
All right.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, and with that, we're done.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I do have another survey that you're going to fill out in the lobby,
Uh-huh.
but other than that, we are finished in here.
Okay, great.
Yeah, so just make sure you have all your stuff.
Yeah.
Don't worry about my stuff, I have to reset anyways.
Well, thank you, I appreciate it.
Oh, of course, no, thanks for taking time out of your day to